Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Let's Play with Wang. I'm your host, SlickWeng, doing the regrowth. Growing magical stuff, growing non-magical stuff, just growing stuff, regrowing it. You might notice a little bit of a change here. The comment section from last episode, and I feel terrible because I just realized I don't remember the names of the people who commented, and that sucks. But comment section, you guys really pointed out some flaws, and so I'm kind of attempting to make some adjustments based on those suggestions because they sounded like really good suggestions. So one of the suggestions was our spreaders underneath, that we should have more spreaders. That way we don't hit that loss point. So I went ahead, I added two. I'm not going to bother taking you down there, but they're closer together now. And when I was doing that, this little guy, I was making coal seeds, which are now done. They're over there. I think you've seen me do iron and you've seen me do copper, so I don't think it's that exciting anymore. But this thing was like halfway done, and it was just taking forever. I put the two spreaders down, and this thing went much quicker. So I'm thinking that, that was a pretty dang solid suggestion, that we put those together, because I think you're right. We were losing a fair amount of stuff down below. Now, the other suggestion was we're going to need more generating flowers, and I do have some plans for that. Unfortunately, I'm not at a spot where I can really do much, but one suggestion was made to take hydrangeas and see if I can make them work off of a fountain. So I've basically built this fountain, and I spent a little bit of time messing with like some micro blocks, and at the end of the day, functionality-wise, this is about how it's gotta be, unfortunately. I could maybe... Nah, I don't want to do that. But that's unfortunately about how it's gotta be. It's not super pretty, but if I want hydrangeas to function, that's about how it's gotta be. What I did, I'll just tell you guys, I had done micro blocking, so these were all vertical half slabs that just stood up, and I have marble down below, so it was like a nice looking little lip. And if all I was concerned about was looking pretty, I would have done that totally. But the problem is, I got to be able to plant hydrangeas near it, which means I got to be able to plant one here and here. That way they can get at these water source blocks. And if I micro block here, which would be required for it to look right, I wouldn't be able to plant the hydrangeas. So we didn't so much do that, but I'll show you guys really quick just kind of how we do this. And I tell you, I really hope that the witchery thing, that we're able to change biomes, because this water, it's like poop water. You know what I mean? It's like raw sewage. Yeah, I don't know how better to describe it. Somebody came out and dumped all the porta potties into our fountains, and now they're just a mess. Great. But I'm hoping if we can change the biome, that will solve that issue. And we can make some nice pretty blue water. Okay, here we go. Bam. And voila. We've got two beautiful poop fountains out in front of our building, which is the container of all human knowledge left on the planet. Yeah. Poop fountains. I could probably build them a little bit bigger, but I kind of felt like as we were walking in, they would sort of overpower the building. Like, imagine those one block higher, and now we have forced perspective a little bit, so they're like, there, which means water's about there at the top of it. And that would just, I don't know, it just seemed like too much. So, let's get it popping. Taking a look here, boom, boom, boom. We now accomplished the coal seeds, we've got that. We can do ender seeds, and I believe I can do the tin seeds as well. But right now we're not going to, because one of my concerns is getting, I want to get our mana generation situation squared away. No, I only want, whatever. Bam, bam, bam. our essence plants are growing and spreading like magic. But our iron seeds, they came to here and they stopped. They just would not grow there. So I broke them, planted the seeds there, and hopefully it continues on. But you can definitely see a difference. I think well, how many plants did I pop? 4? So we got 15. So yeah, we're getting up there. We're getting up there. That's a good efficient crop. Now, what I want to do, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this right here, mana steel ingots. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our essence of iron, boom. The nice thing is, basically, one essence turns into one iron ore, which is fantastic. I really hope we have the ability to do some grinding. I took a look at the grindstone from Applied Energistics, because that's a quick and easy way to start doubling. Problem is, we have no way of getting quartz. So like this one, you need essence of nether, and yeah, we can't even make a nether portal yet, so it is what it is. Let's see here. We'll get those smelting on up. Now, to do the mana steel ingots, all we need to do is just take those iron ingots and we're going to throw them into our mana pool. Why am I just clicking everywhere? Well, that's cooking, now that I think about it. This? No. This? Yes. Okay. We unlocked this quest. I don't know which one it was. I kind of feel like maybe it was iron seeds. Maybe did it. But seeing the way lava and water react with each other has led you to try to develop a controlled environment for mixing substances. You think a vat made of copper is exactly what you need. So we're going to make a vat. I think I have everything we need. I'm sorry, guys, if you're having a hard time keeping up. I feel like I'm going a million miles a minute. I'm a little stuffed up. Got allergy situations. Boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. What did you give me? To hell and back. Oh. Oh. Vague memories of before is that of the existence of other dimensions. The only one you can recall currently is a crucible of fire you've taken to thinking of as the nether. Ooh, we have to get obsidian. Okay. Let's see. Started producing some metals, but directly smelting them in a simple stone oven is incredibly inefficient. Let's see what we can do better. Lava-tempered bricks should allow you to create a crucible furnace capable of standing higher temperatures necessary to melt your metals into a molten state, extracting more metal from each ore. Okay. So what does the vat have to do with any of that? Let's see. How do we make crucible? Crucible furnace. Okay, so I would need to make one of these. Okay, I can probably do that pretty quick. That heating component, silicon. Oh. Okay, that's going to take us a little minute. So let's see. Let's just put the vat here. Input 1, input 2. Okay. Let's see something. Can we... Okay, so a bucket of water, bucket of lava. Okay, so we can... Okay, so probably cut out a whole bunch of... I was just like fascinated going through all the different recipes for the vat, so probably cut a lot of that out. But very exciting stuff. Right now, I'm actually most excited for the fact that we seem to be able to make some obsidian now. So let's grab... Should probably grab some water and some lava we've got. Okay. Bam. Okay, Okay, so let's see if we understand this correctly. We put a water in. We put a lava in. And we just hurry up and wait. Is that right? "10 seconds. Bing. Oh, look at that. We have obsidian. Awesome. Okay, so throw... I have a new toy now. We're going to have to make a lot more buckets. I wonder, you know what? I wonder if the iron bucket... we would be able to just... like the normal vanilla Minecraft one. I hope that doesn't have any issues. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so I won't play with that too much with you guys. So let's grab all of this. Now, the question is, are we going to be able to... do I have enough? Do I have enough juice? I do not have enough juice. Oh, we need to generate a lot more. So, since everything I've got to do pretty much requires that I'm waiting on mana generation, and you know what, we're already into the episode, so it's not like I'm going to start over. I want to get something off my chest. Something that's been kind of bugging me. We've got Easter coming up, which, as a lot of you guys know, is a Christian holiday. Celebrates when Christ died and was resurrected. Easter is the celebration of his resurrection, as I understand it. I'm not very religious, but I know some of the stories. At least I think I know some of the stories. Can I add more to you? I can add more. Cool. So Easter's coming up, and there's a level of frustration that I have right now with Easter coming. Are you still going to work? I hope you will still work. So I'll give you guys a little background. I have a neighbor, and we call this guy the Jesus guy, because this guy he's an old guy. I would guess. I mean, he looks like maybe 70-ish, but I mean, he could be younger than that, and maybe just had a rough life. I don't know, but old guy. And what he does is, out front of his house, he pretty much, at any given time, will have about 4 or 5 different gigantic signs that says, like, you know, he died for your sins, and you know, Jesus loves you, or, you know, things like that. I mean, okay, you've got a religion. I'm all for that. Go for it. Have a blast. And let me also preface, if you have a religion, good on you. Just because I am not religious doesn't mean I'm going to try and convince you that what you believe is wrong. That just is not my style. So, I mean, if you've got that, great. I'm super happy for you. I don't have it, whatever. It's something we're different about. I mean, like, if you were a female, I have a penis, you do not. People have differences. Get over it. So, Jesus guy always has signs out in front of his house. So, Easter coming up, which is, you know, the celebration of Christ's resurrection, as we covered. He has now transitioned. He has a life-size, fairly realistic painting of Jesus Christ on the cross, covered in blood. I mean, like, you know, he's got the wound in the side where, I forget who it was, stabbed him with the spear, and I mean, he's got everything. There's more red paint there than there is flesh-colored paint, put it that way. And this thing is full-blown, like 6 feet tall, and it is right where I drive by every single day to bring my son home. So, where my rant kind of comes in is this. If you've got beliefs, I don't hold them against you. You know what? If you believe that the world rides on the back of a giant turtle, good on you, man. If you want to talk about it, I'll talk to you about it. But I'm not the guy that's gonna sit down and go rage mode on the internet and try to tell everybody how God is a myth and stuff like that. Not me. But if you've got a belief, you need to understand the same way that I understand your beliefs are different. You need to understand my beliefs are different. So, Jesus guy, for example, with his Jesus signs and everything. I don't care, man. You got signs out there that say, Christ died for you and this, that, and the other. That's fine. I'm all for it. Have fun. Try to convert as many as you can. Whatever floats your boat. But when I got to drive by with my 4-year-old son, he just turned 4. I got to drive by with my 4-year-old son, and he wants to ask me why there's a dead guy on the fence. I'm a little bothered by that. Okay, so you gotta realize situations other people are gonna be in. Okay, another example, and this rant is not just about the one guy. If you guys have been keeping up with, let's see, where is my storage upgrade? That one. If you guys have been following social media and stuff like that for the last, I don't know, month or two, there's this whole Tibet. Ooh, that's a tough choice. I'm gonna do that one. There's this whole Tibet underboob thing. Okay, and underboob is basically when your shirt's kind of up and the bottom of your boobs are hanging out. That's underboob. And so apparently Tibet has made that illegal to post onto Twitter or anything like that. So you can get jail time for showing underboob. So, of course, internet responding the way the internet responds. Everybody's posting pictures of underboob all over the internet. Now, that kind of got me poking around because I didn't know anything about this whole underboob scandal and so on and so forth. So what I started doing is just Googling around. What's the deal? Why is everything underboob everywhere? Stuff like that. And long story short, it led me through my clicking and reading and all of that, led me to a movie called Free the Nipple. At least if I remember correctly, that's what it's called. Free the Nipple. And basically in New York, it is legal for a woman to walk around topless. However, if a woman were to walk around topless, more than likely she's going to get stopped by the cops. She's probably going to get arrested, all of that fun stuff. She would be released, and it's just a big old hassle. So, there's some people out there that are, really trying to make a statement and make other people realize that women have the right to be topless too. Which, okay, man, I like seeing topless ladies as much as the next guy. And you know what? If you're trying to make a point, that's fantastic. Make your point. The issue I have, and I can't remember the lady's name. If I do, I'll post it in the comment section. Where the hell are my seeds? I'll post it in the comment section down below, or in the description, if I remember the lady's name. But basically, there's this lady who is like a big-time activist about being able to be topless. Some lady who is just a firm believer, man. I gotta be able to let my girls hang out, which I'm all for. You know what? You want to make your statement? That's fine. So she'll deliberately go to places and where are my coal seeds? This is upsetting. She'll deliberately go places and go topless and just be like, boom, here they are, just knowing that the police are going to hassle her and stuff like that. So, okay, you're trying to make your point, all of that great stuff. I'm all for it, man. It's nonviolent protest. Personally, I don't really see the big deal about being able to walk around topless, but then again, I'm not a female, so I don't know. Maybe that's a thing. But where I have an issue with this woman is how she chooses to protest. Again, she's got beliefs that are different than mine, okay? And like I just said, I don't really get it, but if you believe that women should be topless, okay, protest it. I don't want to tell you to stop, protesting and fighting for what you believe. That's not me. But where I have an issue, one of the places this lady has chosen to show up and be topless is in front, and I'm gonna swear right now, not to be disrespectful, but for a valid reason, because it's upsetting, and I want to drive the point home. She showed up topless in front of a fucking elementary school. Okay, an elementary school. Now, I get that, she seems to think, where are my mother effing... My coal seeds are gone. I have no idea where they are. Where could they have possibly gone? Oh my god, I'm kind of freaking out right now because it took forever to make those. So I get that she believes that, women should be allowed to be topless and it should be socially acceptable. I get that. But realize where you are right now, today. You walk up in front of my, how old are kids in elementary school at the youngest? 5-ish? Maybe? What's kindergarten? Yeah, I think it's 5. You walk up in front of a 5-year-old with your boobs hanging out, you better realize that there's a lot of people, just because you believe that, doesn't mean everybody believes that. And you're probably going to upset somebody. So, I mean, just, if you had done that and that was my kid's school, we would have some problems. We would have some serious problems. Crap! I wanted to plant my copper seeds. Dang it! Where could they have gone? Where? Am I stupid? I'm hoping you guys see them. And you're like, hey, dum-dum. Hey, dum-dum. Oh my god, I'm freaking out right now. Kind of freaking out. Oh, lordy. Dye seeds, copper seeds, nature, skeleton. Oh, God. So, long story short, that's my rant. If, that's basically it. Just be respectful of other people's beliefs. You'll find that if you're respectful of other people's beliefs, and that doesn't mean compromising your own. It doesn't. So the Jesus guy around the corner from me, I'm not going to go tell him take down his Jesus signs. But I tell you what, he has limited my ability to dialogue with him, because he has put me into a state where I now have to explain my kid why there's a dead guy on the fence. Okay? That's not a cool spot for me to be in as a parent. The topless lady. If I got to explain to my kid why some lady showed up to his school and took her shirt off, not a good spot. And when you start, let's take the social protest angle. When you start, okay, I want to change the social norm. I feel that the social norm is unjust and I need to fix this. Realize when you start getting extreme, so like the people that, the cop shooting the black kid, oh, there they are. Oh, the cop shooting the black kid and people are, protesting. Those guys gotta realize they have a valid point. They have a very valid point. But the moment you set fire to a store, the moment you throw a brick through a window, the moment you flip over a car, your point is completely lost. Because now all you are is violent. And that's the only thing that other people are going to take from you. Granted, there's some exceptions to the rule. Some people will be like, oh, damn, they flipped a car. They're serious. We need to take action on, racial profiling or whatever the deal was. But you got to realize, if even in your personal relationships, and I know I'm kind of going on a bit of a rant, and this is turning into sort of just like a walk around and clean stuff up episode, but even in your personal relationships, if you've got a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you've got some kind of intimate relationship with someone, even with your parents. If, let's say, there has been some wrongdoing in the relationship, okay? If it's your parents, you feel you've been grounded unjustly. If it's your girlfriend, maybe she was supposed to call but didn't call, or maybe, she doesn't think it's a big deal that she talks to her ex-boyfriend, but you do. The moment you start yelling and screaming, your point's gone. It's absolutely gone. That person now just hears yelling and screaming. That's it. So think about that stuff as you guys go forward into your lives and interact with other people, and that kind of fun stuff. Because you got to realize, if you want to make a point, make the point correctly. If you just want an excuse to flip over a car or walk around topless and get in the newspapers because you're arrested, just go do it somewhere where my kid ain't gonna be. Okay? Just plain and simple. Oh, that's awesome! I was just kind of curious. I wanted to see what the dolly would do. Oh, badass! Will this work on the barrel? Will it work on the barrel? Because if it does, hally frickin' luya. Boom. Boys and girls, I love the dolly. Alright. Well, anyway, that's going to be about it for today. I wanted to get a little bit more stuff done, but unfortunately, my mana generation's still pretty low. So next episode, our mana pool is going to be filled up, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what I had planned for generating mana. So, as always, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope my ranting and all of that fun stuff wasn't too much and scared you off. But if it was, maybe that's because you're one of those people that doesn't respect other people's beliefs. I don't know. So anyway, guys, thank you very, very much, and we'll see you in the next episode.